All right, good morning traders. Welcome to the Insider's Guide Investor's Manual 2020, Part 1, Stocks. We'll be focusing primarily on the New York Stock Exchange, but don't worry if you're in Australia, just send out the ticker symbol of a stock on the ASX or the European stock market, and we'll do our analysis on that and get back to you. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Hope you guys are excited as I am. So before we start, you should know that nearly 96% of investors lose money while they're learning to trade the stock market. This is all in the first few months. Now why that is because stock trading is very, very difficult if you don't know the exact signals and things to look out for when trading. Timing is incredibly important, like we'll talk about in later lessons. But for now, rule number 1 is always protecting capital. So don't worry, we will give you everything that you need to know to become both profitable and consistent. All right, so I've been trading for nearly 8 years now, and these techniques that you'll see in these later lessons are the exact tools that I use every single day when I'm trading the stock market. So if you pay attention and you watch closely and study hard, you will absolutely be successful. And like we said, recapping that, your commitment is absolutely equal to your success. However much time you're willing to commit to this will be the exact result level that you receive. So fairly straightforward. If you're able to put time in, absolutely recommend it. Rule number 1, like we said before, always protect your capital. It's all about not losing money. If you're not losing money, you're already halfway there. Step 2 is actually getting on the timing and learning how to trade professionally. And don't worry, we will teach you everything you need to know. So, jumping straight into it, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write some goals down. First off, why do you want to learn how to trade? So if you don't have a pen and paper handy, I would get that out right now and let's jot down some goals. So for me, I wanted to learn how to trade because I was in university and I couldn't afford to pay my tuition and pay my bills. So I started studying investing in the back of the class, every freaking class that I was in, and eventually it paid off. After nearly 4 or 5 months, I became fully profitable and I was actually making a few times my daily salary just from investing on the stock market. People always ask, how much money does it take to start trading? I started with $500. Brought that 500, turned it into around 1,500 in about a month. From there, turned it into around 6, and then it's just been growing exponentially ever since. But it's because I took the time, learned on paper trading accounts, as we'll go over later, and took the time to learn and practice before putting my real money in. I'm not going to put my real money at stake, especially if you don't know how to trade. It's very risky. So, secondly, how much time are you willing to commit? I suggest maybe an hour a day. If that's something that you can do, which is really relatively easy to get by, I absolutely suggest it. The more time that you put in, the more successful you will be. Now, what would you do if you had an extra $10,000, 10 grand in your pocket right now? What would you do with it? See, when you learn how to trade, we will teach you how to make nearly 10 grand in the span of a month, a day, a week, whatever you're looking for. Last night, I made nearly 16,000. That's some people's yearly salary. Well, very low-end yearly salary, but on a monthly basis, 16,000 is incredible. On a daily basis, that's even more amazing. So I made somebody's monthly salary in one day. So that's what you have to look forward to if you continue to trade and you continue to pay attention. Right, so before we get started, let's look at some results because people always ask me, yeah, okay, cool, you've been trading for a little bit. Is it successful? I'm really happy to say that these are all posts from our students. So you can say in one day, up nearly $1,200. Over the past year, look at that, nearly 1,000% returns. These are all from the alerts that we've been sending, and this person learned, studied, right? Look at this, nearly $1,200 in a week, $1,100 the next week. I believe this was the same person. Shout out to them, huge ups. But look at that, guys. That's nearly $2,000 in 2 weeks. That's a monthly salary and a half right there. Over 3 months, made $9,200. That's incredible. Starting with a $5,000 account 3 months ago. That's great, guys. $6,000 in a month. Another 6,000. That's showing consistency, right? So this is all about, look at that, $2,000 in a day. Beautiful, beautiful trading. So this is what you have to look forward to if you pay attention, focus, study hard, and you actually put in the work to become a good investor. So in the next lesson, we'll go over the overview, and we'll see you there.